We've heard from the world's biggest producing country. The next speaker comes from the world's single largest producer shareholder, and that is Alrosa. Alrosa's influence and the initiative it's shown in the industry has grown. We've seen it evident over the last 5 to 10 years. And it gives me great pleasure to ask Mr. TOLPEZHNIKOV, who's director of the research division and also an analysis and also a board member of Alrosa, to take the stage and address the audience. Thank you very much.
Dear ladies and gentlemen, I would like to greet you on behalf of Alrosa, which is one of the largest mining companies and the oldest players on the diamond market, and share with you the information about the current status of Alrosa and our vision to maintain the challenges and prospects of diamond market in the coming decade. I think it's green. Yes, it works. So, considerable changes that have been taking place in diamond business in Russia and worldwide over the recent years require specific measures to be taken in the next few years and over a longer term, up to 2018, in order to modernize the company. That's why on April 5, 2011, the shareholders of Alrosa company and at the extraordinary meeting resolved to convert the company into an open joint stock company and broaden the mandate of the supervisory board. These moves are to enable greater transparency, better manageability and accountability to its shareholders. The strategic objectives for long-term development in all the areas of Alrosa business for the period up to 2018 were defined and approved by the supervisory board. Alrosa incorporates within its structure all the technological stage of diamond mining and processing, that is, of the entire diamond pipeline. The company mines diamond in 9 primary and 10 alluvial deposits. At its mines, it uses the world's state-of-the-art technology and its unique experience in operating of the harsh climate of the Russian subarctic and Arctic region. The main operation of Alrosa, which at present employs over 30,000 people, are located in western Yakutia, on the territories of Mirny, Lensk, Anabar and Nubar municipal districts, in one of the harshest zones of our planet, characterized by the boreal climate and extreme temperatures in the air of continuous permafrost. Industrial mining in Yakutia involves using special technologies, equipment, and materials that are fit for the harsh conditions of the Arctic. The activities of this region require increased fuel and energy consumption and involve additional costs related to the insulation and heating. Excuse me. The unique in terms of their resources, kimberlite deposits in Yakutia, discovered more than half a century ago, for many years enabled the use of a less costly open pit method of mining. Today, Alrosa has launched a large-scale conversion of its open pit operations to underground mining. The completion of the construction of all its underground mines is a strategic priority for the company. By the year of 2016, all the company's underground mines will be producing at the full capacity. Today, it has been decided to make Republic Sakha-Yakutia the focus of all exploration efforts, and experts think that new major diamond discoveries are possible in this region, as its geological potential hasn't been used in full yet. However, this ambitious task requires new innovative approaches, new advanced prospecting and exploration methods, and new ideas. The mission of Alrosa is not only to operate a profitable mining business, but also develop a human resource potential, provide favorable social and environmental background around our mine site. This includes providing employment and social security for the employee who become redundant to the volume of open pit mining when open pit mining is reduced, and their training for jobs at underground mines. Creating conditions to attract high-skilled human resources for the company's new operation, including underground mines. Providing social guarantees for its employees. Implementing of social programs, including funding of regional development program. Improvement of environmental situation in the areas where its mine sites are located, and through introducing new environmentally friendly technologies and land reclamation efforts. The implementation of strategic goals and objectives set out in Alrosa's major development guidelines for the year of 2009-2018 will allow the company to maintain its status as one of the leading producer and seller of rough diamonds on the global market, to ensure the necessary profitability of our core business, to ensure the social stability in the areas where its mines are located, and to create a sound basis for implementation of company plans for business diversification and advancement in longer-term perspective. In the situation of global financial crisis, Alrosa was faced with an alternative, either to withdraw from the market or to sizably reduce its mining output. A withdrawal from the market was equivalent to a financial catastrophe for the company. However, stopping the production was equivalent to a financial catastrophe not only for the company itself, but also for the whole diamond mining region, I mean the Republic of Yakutia. In this situation, an available assistance came from the federal government of the Russian Federation that purchased a major part of output for the state stockpile. The market downturn hit Alrosa very heavily. The anti-crisis package of measures adopted by the companies was very unpopular, though, as it seems, the only possible solution for the company and its labor team. It allowed Alrosa to avoid mass employee redundancies and to preserve its production potential. The company's social responsibilities turned out to be a blessing in the long run, and the sharply reduced supply led the market, led us to the subsequent reorganization and the recovery. The current global challenges and opportunities can be grouped, in our view, into a few major categories. The most important ones for the market are the trends in the mining sector, determined by the fact that there have been no new major diamond deposit discoveries for more than 10 years now. This means growing production cost in the upstream due to the depletion of known resources, and will be a fundamental driver for the rough diamond price hikes in the coming decade. A new element is an increasingly growing influence of external factors The growing role of non-governmental organizations and international organizations aimed to achieve a greater transparency and responsibility of the business. First and foremost, of the Kimberley process, the potential of which, in our opinion, hasn't been exhausted yet. There is still a long way to go. However, the direction of movement has been chosen right. However, there is hardly any doubt that the main determinants of the coming decades will be demographical and geographical factors. A retrospect analysis of the global diamond jewelry consumption indicates that there is a persistent functional dependence of this indicator on the GDP of the main consuming nations of those products. So far, such main consumers have been the United States and Japan. Together, they account for more than 50% of the aggregate global sales of diamond jewelry. Today, rapidly expanding China and India are emerging as a very important large consumers. And in the coming years, it is China and India that will ensure the main gain in the volume of diamonds jewelry consumption. According to all analysts, we are witnessing a global process of migration of the center of development from the coasts of Atlantic to the coasts of Asia Pacific. It is clear that in the coming decade, the huge and rapidly expanding Asian market will dominate, being not only a seller, but #1 buyer. The risks that triggered the 2008-2009 global financial crisis, in our opinion, are still there. The global financial system remains unbalanced. The United States economy is faced with a problem of a more substantial nature that are probably unsolvable with the current development model. Uncontrolled pumping of liquidity into the US economy and now into the Japanese economy continues. These funds, in their turn, heat up the markets of raw material all over the world. At the same time, in spite of general consensus of the global nature of the economic problem, measures that are taken to counter them are often of a local scale and determined by local realities of forthcoming nation elections. Today, the situation on the global market seems to be developing in the favor of diamond producers. The demand for rough is exceeding the supply. The reports on the restoration of demand are based on the industry's growing turnover. The outlook for 2020 is quite positive. However, the situation in the midstream of the diamond pipeline is causing great concern. The growing speculative trend on the market, noticeable to all the stakeholders, can in the long term upset the balanced development of the diamond business, even irrespective to the situation on the global economy at large. We can't foresee and moreover can't stall a cyclical macroeconomic crisis, which is a stage intrinsic to its development. Still, we see a really brilliant and very strong future of the world diamond business in the year 2020. Thank you.